That's something they may look to continue exploiting as the game goes on.
Yeah, well, like I've just said, they've been using both wings quite effectively. The Gibraltar left wing is being used more often than not. As Malta are given a throw-in.
There's Muscat playing to Ryan Fennick, into Paul Fennick. Looking for options, finds one. But again, the ball ricocheting off in the middle of the Gibraltar half, and it comes loose to Liam Walker, Gibraltar's talisman since UEFA entry a year ago. The man who plays in the Israeli Premier Division for Bnei Yehuda. Has also played for Portsmouth in the lower reaches of the English League as well, and you would say Gibraltar's most talented footballer at this moment in time. Gibraltar will be looking to the likes of Liam Walker to really power them to a result tonight in Faro. Ball lost by Giancarlos Garcia. Given away to Clayton Fire, plays back to Jonathan Caruana, and Malta once again choosing to play out from defence. One thing you'd say, Richard, about Gibraltar as they look ahead to Poland in September, the hunger definitely there to get that first win.
Oh, definitely, definitely. I mean, it's been a very good start to the UEFA campaign. 2 draws and 2 losses. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's even better than an even better record than Germany had when they started off.
Could have been said many years ago.
And we don't. I don't even know exactly who their opponents were, but still, it's a good record. We've got over 1,800 viewers online. Thanks everybody for tuning in to watch today's game, Gibraltar against Malta.
We've had a tweet, actually. I had a tweet earlier today from Rhys Steich, who played matches for Gibraltar against the Faroes and Estonia in March. Rhys, I'm sure, is watching right now. If you are, then Rhys, we want to see you back on the football field as soon as possible in a Gibraltar shirt. It's Malta. Fennick coming forward. Lays it off to Fire. Back to Fennick. Looking for a longish ball, not finding Ryan Fennick. Comes back to Fire. Back to Ryan Fennick. Fire making the run down the wing. Trying to play a 1-2, and it comes off George Cabrera and goes out for a Maltese corner. Their second of this game. 11 minutes in. It is Gibraltar 0, Malta 0.
Malta just managing to enjoy and retain more possession there in the last 3-4 minutes. They've just been playing the ball, no rush to get upfield. But they are retaining possession, which is vital.
Mifsud was calling for it short, but Ryan Fennick deciding against that. Mifsud powering into the box and battling there with Jake Gosling. Left to Joseph Cipollina to clear the ball away. And Kyle Gassiaro trying to put pressure on the Maltese defence. Doing well, but to no avail in the end.
It was a good effort from Malta there, from Mifsud. He did well to get behind George Cabrera. He won the ball and managed to squeeze a shot, even though it was blocked by the defence.
Michael Mifsud, the Maltese captain, has played 104 games for Malta, 40 goals in that time, 33 years of age, and he looks, Richard, like a very busy forward.
Yeah, he seems to be very fit and agile. I mean, it is only 12 minutes into this game, so you would expect a very fiery start from both sides and from all 22 players. But it will be interesting to see whether he can keep up the pace, keep up the movement, the activity on the pitch.
Walker laying off to Cipollina. Back to Artel, who keeps his cool and plays out to Garcia. Garcia has Cabrera in support. Anthony Barden more centrally. This is Liam Walker going over the top, trying to find Cabrera. But Hogg comes out and cleans that one up for Malta as they look to mount another attack, playing out from defence.
Good interception.
That's Ryan Gosling playing it off to Joseph Cipollina. To Ryan Gassiaro, who had a bit of a foray at right wing against Estonia and did fairly well. Richard, out on the right-hand flank.
He did defend himself quite well. He defended Gibraltar quite well, actually. He was quite solid. It's another long ball for Gibraltar, but
Cipollina looking for Barden there.
Jonathan Caruana clearing away.
We were talking there about Ryan Casiaro, a man who's played top-level hockey and football for many, many years in Gibraltar, given up the hockey, devoted himself to football, and according to his club coach, Mick McKelvey at the Lincoln Red Imps, has to rank among the hardest working footballers in Gibraltar at the moment. He's constantly dieting, constantly doing extra training sessions and works very hard. Here comes Gibraltar, Joseph Cipollina. He's got Kyle Casiaro in support. This is Anthony Barden. Ball intercepted in the end by Roderick Brifa, allowing Malta to clear their lines once more. But men in numbers up there, Richard. They're committing men forward at times.
Yeah, they are.
Foul given against Joseph Cipollina.
Referee just telling him to take it easy. Gibraltar is managing to get numbers and bodies upfield. Liam Walker in the centre there, just again proving to be the playmaker. It's the Gibraltar throw-in. Intercepted there by Paul Fenech.
Cabrera. He's got Garcia running down the wing. Can he get a boot on this? He does. Controls it but loses straight away, unfortunately. Artel laying off to Gosling. Gosling looking for Casiaro, not finding him. Plenty of intent from Gibraltar.
A lot of the game being played in this middle third of the pitch. Paul, 15 minutes in. Good ball in.
Ball into Mifsud, headed away by David Artel. Quite low down in the end. This is Liam Walker, orchestrating from midfield. And loses that one quite tamely in the end. As Malta look to surge forward. Ryan Fenech not too happy on the challenge. From the challenge by Ryan Casiaro, but the ref waving play on. It's Muscat, playing it to Fire. Back to Muscat. Over the near side, Clayton Fire for Malta. Back to Fenech. It's back with Fire. What can he do? Lays it off to Roderick Brifa, and a free kick is given against Gibraltar here, it looks like.
Anthony Barden just down on one knee there. He see the
bit of a push by George Cabrera, you'd say. Fair enough in the end, Richard.
Yeah, I'm just trying to
bit of a block on him there.
See the team physios running on to take a look at Anthony Barden. I'm not exactly sure what happened to him, but he was down before the referee blew his whistle, so obviously in a bit of discomfort, hopefully not too serious.
Anthony Barden, who came on as a second half sub in the game away at Estonia, and had a very good game. Richard laying on the assist for Jake Gosling's goal. Creating something at the time out of virtually nothing. A fantastic assist, allowing Gosling to score. And it would be a shame for him if that was to curtail his evening tonight. He's had a bright start so far.
Well, we did
Looks
say
to be okay though.
Just limping off slightly. Would hope he makes a quick return to the pitch. We were mentioning after the Estonia game, Paul, how I think everyone was hoping and looking forward to see Anthony Barden start today. Well, that has happened, and I'm very happy for him. But it seems to be that.
Free kick for Malta. Fire with the free kick. Good free kick. A probing ball in the end. Diverted by Roy Cipollina. It's back with Brifa. What's he going to do? Goes long. And in the end, an offside against Malta there. Offside on the far side. And it looks like Michael Mifsud not too happy with that offside decision, although in fairness, I don't think he would have got that ball anyway.
No, it was clearly offside, and he wouldn't have got the ball anyway. So I don't
Dangerous ball that lost out. Ryan Gassiano gives it to Mifsud. Chance here for Malta, strength in numbers. Plays it inside. It's a volley. Oh, half volley in the end, and it goes perilously wide for Gibraltar. Off the boot of Rowan Muscat.
So we've got Gibraltar's first substitution. That is Jack Sargent coming on for Anthony Barton, who's had a very early exit to this game. It's a shame for the youngster. He's had a brilliant second half against Estonia. He's had a very good start, first 15, 20 minutes here in Faro against Malta, but it's the end of his game today.
Disappointing that for Anthony Barton. Great season for Manchester, had a great second half and just not able to weather that injury this evening. Very sad for him, but it's a chance for his colleague. That's just a late challenge for Malta. Late challenge on, well, Jack Sargent. Baptism of fire in this game for him. Late challenge by Paul Fennick, as we see the replay here. You would have said, Richard, had it not been a friendly, that could well have been a yellow card.
Well, it shouldn't have been, in my opinion. I think it was just Paul Fennick trying to help Jack Sargent with his warm-up, just trying to get his legs a bit warm.
But yeah, Anthony Barton's loss is Jack Sargent's gain. A chance for him to impress Alan Bullas. He looks to stake a claim to be in the starting lineup against Poland on the 7th of September here in Faro. Ball across field, looking for Joseph Cipollina. On the volley, played inside, looking for Kyle Gassiano. And the ball is bundled away in the end. Not quite, it's not gone out of play, actually. It's still with Gibraltar. Numbers in the box. Gosling trying to 1-2 with Gassiano to no avail in the end. The ball is cleared away, but they had bodies in the box there. Shame they didn't do more.
It was an excellent ball in from Liam Walker here, just from the near side line. He found his man, and it was just a shame that the two bodies were too close together. They couldn't make enough space inside the box, and eventually Malta just booted that ball away.
Good ball for George Cabrera. Keeps it under control. He's got Garcia in support. Hasn't used him, not yet anyway. Dispossessed in the end. Disappointing for Cabrera. He'll feel he could have done more from there.
Yeah, it was a bit selfish from George. He could have passed, laid the ball off a bit earlier and not lost it, but just keep possession. That's the main aim of the game at the moment. Coming up to 2,000 viewers online now, Paul, so this game proving to be very popular online.
21 minutes in, it is Gibraltar 0, Malta 0 here in Faro. A very warm, hot Faro, not a cloud in the sky all day today. Thankfully things have cooled down for this game here. The players in the shade for this fixture. Sargent to Gosling, to Cipollina, into Ryan Gassiano. Late challenge there, and you feel a yellow card could come out, and it does. Deserved in the end, you'd feel. It goes to Ryan Fennick for a late challenge from behind on Joseph Cipollina, who looks in a bit of discomfort here, actually.
That's a very nasty challenge on Joseph Cipollina. He came from behind, just trapped his leg between his feet and just tripped him over. Not ethical at all in this game, I'm afraid. So yeah, yellow card, very well given by the referee.
The good news is that Joseph is at least back to his feet, but doesn't really look too happy at the moment. David Artel just checking that he's okay. He's back on the ball now and plays it in low to Kyle Gassiano. To George Cabrera, playing a bit more centrally now, it looks like. This is Jake Gosling. He's got Joseph Cipollina in support down the left-hand flank. He uses him. Looking to create an opportunity. He had Gosling in support, but not really working in the end. Ryan Gassiano. Back to Cipollina, back to Gosling. To Liam Walker, who's been quiet so far in this game.
Talking about that tackle, Paul, and the way that Malta have been challenging and defending at the moment, I can't help but wonder or think that they're slightly nervous and scared. I mean, the challenges so far have been slightly badly timed and quite rough at present. So.
No offside, sorry Richard, no offside on Mifsud on the near side. Playing inside, good ball. Faya playing to Skembri, playing to Mifsud, playing to Fenech, who does nothing in the end, and Jordan Bettis collects. At this stage against Estonia, Richard, Jordan had much more to do in the Gibraltar goal. He had a wonderful game that night, and he's not been too busy in this game so far. I
think that's only his second touch of the ball, maybe third so far of the game, like you've very rightly said. Against Estonia last Monday, at this point, I think Jordan had already made about 3 or 4 crucial saves. So a bit quiet for him today, but it's still a lot of game ahead, so it could brighten up for him.
Malta themselves, number 45 in the UEFA rankings. It's got to be said, though, they've not won a competitive game, a competitive qualifying game, since beating Hungary in October of 2006. So they're not on a particularly prolific run at the moment. Kyle Gassiado looking for Liam Walker. Cut out by the Maltese defence. He jumps up for that one. Loses balance.
Yeah, I was going to say, Paul, that there is a multiplayer on the bench, on the floor. That is Rowan Muscat. So that was Ryan's challenge, but Ryan looked at the referee, and the referee said, "Play on. You've done nothing wrong." So play was allowed to continue until that challenge by the Malta defence. The referee's just having a... Muscat seems to be fine, just walking it off.
Was mentioning about Malta, they've not won a qualifying game since the back end of 2006 when they beat Hungary at home. They had a wretched World Cup qualifying campaign for 2014, losing to Italy, Denmark, the Czech Republic, Bulgaria, and then exchanging wins with Armenia. They had 1 away win against Armenia and 9 defeats, finishing bottom of their group with only 3 points from 10 games. So they're not exactly in good form, you would say. One of the, well, historic European minnows. And on tonight's evidence, no reason to think that Gibraltar can't land a win if they continue creating chances. Bit of a shirt pull there by Sargent. On Skembri. As Malta look to press. There's a man running down the wings. Not offside. Ball inside, looking for Mifsud. And it's left to Giancarlos Garcia to avert the danger, because concede a corner and get bodies back. In those situations, Richard,
play it safe.
If in doubt, kick it out.
Definitely. Always play it safe.
Corner to be taken by number 6, Ryan Fenech for Malta. Jonathan Caruana coming forward for the Maltese. It's a very short corner, very low in the end, and not really penetrating the Gibraltar defence. Juice coming forward. Puts a low cross and it ricochets once again off Giancarlos Garcia, making his first start in a full UEFA game for Gibraltar tonight, and enjoying a fairly good game so far, Richard. Corner once again for Malta. Fenech played short once again to Juice. Back to Fenech. Cipollina heads away, and Jake Gosling just manages to clear the danger once more.
Has to be said, Paul, not another poorly taken corner from Malta.
Well played in the end by Maltese number 4, Stephen Borge. Saw the danger from Cabrera, kept cool and has played out of defence, allowing Malta the chance to mount another attack. Fenech. It's a late challenge, the referee signalling for play on after that challenge on Cabrera. Cipollina to Ryan Gassiado. Roy Cipollina, the captain. To Jack Sargent, who himself, Richard, has had a wonderful campaign domestically for Manchester.
Yeah, he's proven solid in that squad, really a crucial member of that team.
Garcia looking for Gassiado once again, but not reaching him. Foul given against Malta. As we see Alan Buller barking orders, as he normally does from the touchline. A foul down Cabrera. This is Gosling looking for Joseph Cipollina. Not able to control the ball effectively, allowing Malta to get numbers back and win a throw-in the end. And here they come, Mifsud. Good defending from Ryan Gassiaro, making the crucial interception there. And here comes Liam Walker, who's been fairly quiet in this game so far. Half an hour through, not really seen much of Liam Walker. Not as much as Alan Buller would like, I'm sure. Here he is again. Long ball over to Joseph Cipollina. This is Michael Mifsud, playing out to Ryan Fennick. And it's a good ball, looking for number 13, Andre Scambri on the byline for Malta. But again, the ball not reaching its desired target in the final third. Something which has really been a defining feature of this game.
Some very good quick defending there, quick passing in defence from Gibraltar.
Neither team, Richard, so far able to find that bit of quality in the final third. They're getting towards the penalty area, but not quite finding the right pass at the right time in the final third. Yeah,
the finishing is where both teams are sort of lacking. Like you said, very good work getting the ball upfield. Some good crosses coming in from Liam Walker and also Fennick on the Malta side. But just the finishing is crucial, and they're not being able to bury the chances, which is where the goals come from. So hopefully Gibraltar will get that. As we see, a free kick given away.
It looked like it may go against Gibraltar. It's gone for Gibraltar.
I actually thought that was going to be a Malta free kick, but
I can't really see how that's been given as a Gibraltar free kick. But then again, biased as we are, we'll take that one. Malta, a population of 450,000 people, so many more footballers to choose from than Gibraltar, of course. A population about 12 or 13 times the size of ours, perhaps even more. They've got 4 divisions in domestic football in Malta, so plenty of footballers to choose from. This is Ryan Gassiaro to Ryan Gosling. And after that ricochet on the far side, it's a Maltese throw-in. But yeah, Richard, they have 4 tiers of domestic football in Malta. 450,000 is their population. No issues with the national stadium there either. They play at the Takali Stadium, which is an 18,000-seater. So for a minnow nation, they've got plenty of footballers to choose from.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've got to be fair. Four domestic divisions is just one more than Gibraltar in essence. We've got the first, second, and the reserves league as well. So it's all about the amount of teams, if anything, in Malta. But yeah, a pool like you say, some 450,000 individuals, inhabitants in Malta. So a much bigger pool to choose from. But it's all about the quality and not the quantity. And obviously we know that in Gibraltar the quality of footballers is fantastic, and this would be a perfect way to prove me right.
Walker to Gassiaro to Cipollina, looking for Cabrera on the far side, who wasn't offside. Good work, quick work from Buller's men, forcing Malta to concede a corner. There we see Gassiaro with a layoff to Cipollina, looking for Cabrera, who was advancing and forcing the Maltese defender to give away a corner, which Jake Gosling, the goal scorer from last Monday night against Estonia, he's not scored yet, but he will take this corner and look to be the provider this time. "33 minutes in, corner from Gosling, looking for Artel, cleared away by the goalkeeper, parried away in the end. And Fennick coming forward, and he's only really got Mifsud in support, although Scambri is making a run on the near side. Boy, Cipollina is over his head. It's found Scambri. Good long ball. Malta here on the counter. Well cut out in the end from Ryan Gassiaro. And it's a Maltese throw. Tremendous defending from Ryan Gassiaro. Rear guard action in the Gibraltar box there. averting the danger. Mifsud looked poised to have a chance on goal. And that on the half volley from Clayton Fire. It's high and it's handsome, and it's a goal kick for Gibraltar. Well, Malta themselves kick off their European Championship qualifying campaign on the 9th of September. They are away in Croatia, which is no mean game, Richard. That's going to be a tough game away in Croatia. Also in their group, Italy, Norway, Bulgaria, and Azerbaijan as well. So some pretty tasty fixtures for Malta coming up in their respective European qualifying campaign. Injury on the far side for Gibraltar. The stretcher is coming on here. I'm not sure if it's going to be used, but the medical team are coming onto the pitch.
See the Gibraltar players just making the most of the opportunity to get some water into their bodies. We spoke about that heat before. The temperature has sort of dropped slightly at the moment. We can see the shade just creeping up the far side stands. It's around about 22 degrees. It feels like around 25, 26. But yeah, the players obviously sort of not suffering, but just feeling the heat slightly.
The injury to Joseph Cipollina allowing the players to take some liquid on board. Quick break for a drink. Do you reckon he might still be suffering the effects of the earlier challenge there, Richard? Or he seems to be moving slightly gingerly.
Yeah, he's possibly still feeling the repercussions of that last challenge. Hopefully the medical team there, Nathan Chichong and Ian Ladin, just can have a quick look at it, make sure that there's nothing too serious, and get him sorted and ready to pop back on the pitch. Joseph
Cipollina, very, very gifted player, dynamic in attack and defence, would be a big blow for Gibraltar if he were to go off. You'd say one of the players that you would say is guaranteed a starting spot in September.
Good ball in forward.
Michael Mifsud for Malta, near the byline, inside the box, up against Roy Cipollina. Lays it off, it's a good ball just over the head of the advancing midfielder. Some quick work there from Malta. Fennick thought about the shot, it looked like. Wins it back though, and again, looking for Fire. Doesn't use him, and he's bundled off the ball. No foul given. Gibraltar allowed to carry on. Kyle Gassiaro on his own though up here, running the line. No support really advancing just yet.
He's got
Ryan Gosling on the far side.
There's good pressure by Liam Walker in defence there. He managed to force the error from Mifsud and just gain possession back for Gibraltar, but that's out for a Malta throw.
.37 minutes in, it's Gibraltar 0, Malta 0. Richard, what do you think Alan Buller will be feeling at this moment?
Well, I don't think he can be happy. I mean, it's a good start to the game. They've been playing the ball well. They've been defending very well, as we've seen them do over the past 5 games. Still some places to possibly tweak, if you want to call it that. But yeah, I think all in all, he should be happy, but should be looking for that opening goal and just take control of the game in the second half, which, to be honest, I think in the opening 20-25 minutes, Malta were just enjoying more possession, retaining possession easier than Gibraltar, and it just goes to show that the amount of time that they spend upfield.
Stephen Borge looking to launch a long throw into the Gibraltar box, which he does, looking for the head of Muscat, doesn't find it. Liam Walker for Gibraltar. He's got George Cavarera supporting him. Comes inside. Jake Gosling making the run down the left-hand side. Not found by Liam Walker. Ryan Fennick. Inside to Paul Fennick. Michael Mifsud.
It's a dangerous free kick given.
Yeah.
In Malta's favour.
Given against David Artell.
It was a clear push. Hopefully you can see the replay.
Bit of a push, not from Martel, but in the end from Joseph Cipollina. A bit of an innocuous situation in which to concede a foul, but a foul it is, and it's a free kick for Malta here.
It's not something that you normally expect from Joseph Cipollina either. It was a blatant push.
Bit cynical in the end. Briefer for Malta. Good effort, but it's comfortably over the bar, over Jordan Pettis' crossbar. And out for a goal kick, no trouble for him in the Gibraltar goal. Yet to make a save in this game. Malta have not yet managed an attempt on target. Gibraltar have early on, and that fell to Kyle Casiaro. Fennick. Playing to Briefer. Playing it to Rowan Muscat.
Again, Malta just trying to keep the possession, even if they have to play the ball back into their own defence. It's just about keeping the ball, keeping the percentage of the possession up, and creating chances with the ball.
And what you do when you keep possession is that you tire the other team. You make them tired of chasing, and that looks like the Maltese plan at the moment, one that they are affecting pretty well at the moment. It's a foul.
Yellow card for Jack Sargent. Don't know what to think about that one. It was a bit of a tough challenge, but he did get the ball, in my opinion. We'll have to look at the replay there.
Tough challenge.
I think it was possibly he followed through a bit too much and did trip him up in the end.
Yeah, he kind of played it onto the Maltese player's shin in the end. The ball ricocheted back the other way, but a foul is given for you could say was slightly overzealous.
I think it was just the intention that was there.
Jack Sargent. It's a free kick for Malta, which Clayton Fire is standing over now for the Maltese. 41 minutes in, Gibraltar 0, Malta 0 here in Faro. Played short to Fennick. To the other Fennick. Back to Fennick. Played inside. A little bit more space down the other wing. It goes that way. Cipollina looking for Jake Gosling, who keeps the ball in, but dispossessed as he looked to advance forward. Bit of a barren spell this for Gibraltar. They've not seen much of the ball in the last 5 minutes or so, allowing Malta to really get a grip on this game as we head towards half-time. Not really much ball retention from Gibraltar since the half-hour mark, Richard.
No, yeah, well, they are winning the ball back well, but they're not. It's a good ball forward from Martel, but slightly long. The keeper's being very brave, taking that so far up the field. Yeah, the advancing Andrew Hogg coming forward for Malta and doing a good job in the end. This is Roy Cipollina playing well out of defence, always so composed. Cabrera is offside at the moment, but Kyle Casiaro doesn't play him. Gives him a chance to get back onside. Garcia advancing down the wing, and it comes off him. And it's a throw into Malta, unfortunate. And that was very unfortunate from Giancarlo's. Very good work from the Gibraltar attacking team there. Just like we said, more passing, just opening each other out and enjoying the space on the pitch. It's a slightly smaller pitch, I believe, than our own Victoria Stadium, so you would expect them to try and use as much of the width of the pitch as possible. This is Briefer, playing to Skembry, playing to Fennick. Good ball, crossing the play, Malta here, to great effect. Ball into Mifsud, misses it, comes to the head of Andre Skembry, and the header is over the bar. And in that situation, you've really got to try and hit the target. Thankfully for Gibraltar, Skembry didn't.
good opportunity there for Malta, Richard.
Yeah,
You've got to make the goalkeeper work from that kind of range.
Yeah, he found some space in the box. He got his head up high and made contact. Luckily for us, it wasn't good enough contact to send it goalwards.
Just about 90 seconds to half-time. Still Gibraltar 0, Malta 0.
Still time for a goal, though.
Hopefully not again, since Clayton Fire unable to keep that one in. And Gibraltar will have a throw-in on the near side as they look to come into the break on level terms. Walker, unsure where that one was. Cabrera battling on the near side, as he has so often in this game so far, really yapping away at the heels of the Maltese left winger. Slightly stray ball there from Gibraltar, but recovered by Liam Walker. Garcia looking for Kyle Garciaro, who's run the line on his own so well this evening. Looking for Giancarlos Garcia, advancing towards the byline. Jake Gosling was in support, but not quite finding him. As the fourth official prepares to announce how many minutes of added time we'll have in this first half. Long ball for Skembri, which Garcia clears away to avoid any sort of danger whatsoever. One thing you'd say about Gibraltar, Richard, they've not yet been caught napping at the back.
No, I mean, like I said earlier on in the game, it's one of the aspects that they've almost perfected. The defense is really solid, and
it's a corner for Malta, the ball coming off Liam Walker. We won't say too much on this, commentators curse and all that. It happened against Estonia, where we said they were defending well and then conceded straight away. Malta with the ball into the box. Once again, repelled by Gibraltar. It's Jake Gosling crossing wings and trying to find Kyle Garciaro. One-on-one with the defender, although Fenech has come back to assist. It's got Joseph Cipollino running forward on the left-hand flank, and it's lost in the end, coming inside, playing to Walker, and intercepted once again by Malta.
Yeah, perhaps not the best option there for Kyle Garciaro. He had Joseph Cipollina out on the left.
Mifsud for Malta, chance here, and it's well over in the end. No danger to Jordan Perez. Michael Mifsud with a chance there on the stroke of half-time for Malta. And that is it.
History is recorded by moments in time.
Gibraltar may have an answer, they do!
In our history, these moments in time were only defined by working together. No one writes history on their own. Now is the time. A time to save each other. A time to face our toughest opponent. A time to really listen. A time to keep your distance. A time to defend each other. A time to be grateful for our protectors. A time to protect our most vulnerable. A time to face and fight a bigger threat. No one becomes a champion on their own. Now is the time to unite Gibraltar, because the only way to be victorious is to work together. Stay home, save lives.
Yeah.
They've got to have that time on the pitch now. We've got to see if they can cut the mustard against a team like Malta.
Well, it's $1 million question, guys, but if Gibraltar, as you say, want to go out and win this game, of course they should do. A win would, I'm sure, give them tremendous confidence going into Poland in September. What do Gibraltar have to do to win this game?
Score goals.
Well, yeah, clearly. but in order to achieve that, is it more about ball retention, or do they need to work on grabbing Malta on the counter? What do you think the ploy has to be?
I think the strength has been our counter-attacking. We're prepared to sit and hold the ball and then attack. I think that's how the team's set up, 4-1-4-1. I think that's how it's set up. Like I said, Kyle, in fact, has run tirelessly. Ryan has been all over the midfield as well today in a slightly more advanced role. And I think that the counter-attack is our best option of getting something out of this game.
Well, do you stay patient and try and wait for a set piece as well?
You could do, but I don't think it's necessary. I mean, I was just about to say, I think that left wing has been crucial for Gibraltar's first half. It's been that, like you were saying earlier, John, that combination between Joseph Shupolina and Jake Gosling really overlapping each other well. They're a good partnership on that wing, and it's where most of the occasions have come from. Most of the chances for Gibraltar have come from the left wing. So it's a question of getting the ball from one wing to the other as soon as you can. Just sort of mislead, if you would like to call the Malta defence, take them to one wing and then cross the play, and like I said, use that left wing, and I'm sure that the ball will be quite a while up that pitch.
We want to make mention of the fans as well. We estimate, it's hard to know exactly what the official attendance is. We don't know, but
it's not 30,000.
No, it's not quite.
Not quite 30,000.
It's not quite 1,000 either. But we do have about 250, 300 very
we saw them arrive.
Supporters.
We saw them arriving, and they've been very, very vocal. They've been very well behaved. They've come up here to enjoy the game. Like we said, we've mentioned, big shout out there to the 2,000 or so watching online. Could be all over the world, but. It's middle of the week. This is something that Gibraltar football fans have got to get used to. This is when games are. It means taking that extra day off work and saving your pennies and going to these far-flung places to support the national team. It's brilliant that they've made the effort to come up here, and hope they enjoy the second half.
Indeed.
I hope I'm wrong, but I expect for the qualifiers for more Gibraltar fans to travel to the away games than the home games. I mean, the word on the street is, I'm going to Germany, I'm going to Scotland, I'm going to Ireland, but some of those people haven't made the trip to Portugal yet, so it'd be nice to see them for some of our home games as well.
Are you on Celebrity Coach or something?
The players emerge very quickly, John. Anyone on the Malta side who's kind of caught your eye?
Missed up front.
Yeah.
I think you can see that he's played at that higher level, a la David Artell thing, but I think he'd struggle to get in our team.
Fair dues. Thank you very much, John Shepherd, and we'll see you again at full time. Thank you very much for your input as the players emerge from the tunnel for the second half. Gibraltar 0, Malta 0. Plenty of fat on the bone for us to chew on there, and I'm sure you are at home or in a bar or wherever you may be watching this game. Plenty to ponder as we go into the second 45. And an interesting point that John raised there, Richard, about, performance or result. And I suppose, generally in football, a good display leads to a win.
But not always.
But if they don't win, Alan Bullock can, at least in that opening 45, point towards a good display, a good performance, and take that, moving forward, looking forward to the Euro qualifiers.
Yeah, well, I guess at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, you've got these the coefficient ranking points that you can play for, but at the end of the day, the results really count when it comes to the qualifiers. These are just in preparation, warm-up, if you'd like, for those qualifiers. So it's just about testing and experimenting and getting that experience. So in my personal opinion, the result's not that all-important in these friendlies, but yeah, it would be nice to see Gibraltar get its first ever UEFA win.
So we're nearly ready for the second half. Malta in white, attacking left to right. Gibraltar, of course, the home team in their home colours of all red, attacking right to left on your screens. The Gibraltar team out on the field at the moment. We had one substitution earlier in the game. on the pitch at the moment, starting the second half. Jordan Perez, David Artell, Joseph Cipollina, Rory Cipollina, Ryan Casiaro, Kyle Casiaro, Liam Walker, Jake Gosling, Giancarlos Garcia, George Cabrera and Jack Sargent as well. That's the team that finished the first half, and it's the same team that emerges for the second.
No substitutions for Malta either that I've seen, so neither of the two managers making much change for the start of the second half, so we'll see how things progress from here.
Stephen Borge playing to Jonathan Caruana. We mentioned earlier that if you didn't know the teams from Adam, you'd look at the team list and wonder which one was Gibraltar, because all the surnames seem to be ones that you'd see in Gibraltar anyway. So, although we were told earlier in the day that Ryan Camilleri, which is the surname which we'd pronounce Camilleri in Gibraltar, in Malta it's Ryan Camilleri.
And not only that,
he's on the bench for Malta.
Skembri in Gibraltar would be Skembri in Malta. So slight variations in the pronunciation of some of the names, but yeah, they're very similar to Gibraltar's surnames as well.
Fenech on the ball for Malta. Plays it to a juice. To Stephen Borge. Looking for Michael Mifsud. Leading from the front as he has done for Malta for the best part of 15 years now. Ryan Fenech coming forwards. Joseph Cipollina cuts the ball out, but it's back to Michael Mifsud, the captain for Malta today. Stephen Borge with a long throw in. He's looking for Fenech, but doesn't find him. This is Jack Gosling. Liam Walker powered off the ball, and that very speculative shot from Fenech going harmlessly wide.
Down the touchline, Paul, you can see Adam Priestley just going for a bit of a jog, starting to warm up those muscles, possibly might be coming on as a substitution in a couple of minutes' time.
This is Gosling to Ryan Casiaro. Back to Gosling. Not really much going on for him on the near side. He goes alone, comes inside. Great work from Ryan Gosling on the byline. A bit too heavy in the end. And it's a goal kick, but very good close control from Jake Gosling, who is quickly emerging as a very, very talented player for Gibraltar. This only his second game, made his debut against Estonia last Monday. Looking very promising on the left-hand side, Richard.
Yeah, very quick feet there in that short play. He managed to get past 3 defenders. Unfortunate to let the ball run away from him, but promising play, as you say, Paul.
A definite plus point for Alan Buller coming out of these international games in the last 10 days. The form of Jake Gosling, who has been playing for Exeter City in the English Football League, has been on loan at the at Gloucester, who play in the lower reaches of the Football League, but now is a free agent and looking for a club. You never know, he might be signed up by a club in Gib, Richard.
That is one avenue that could be explored. He is a free agent, like you say, so...
Good work from Malta. Chance here for Skembri. He's got Mifsud in the 6-yard box. What's he going to do? Ball inside and hacked away by Ryan Casiaro, who's been immovable in defence for Gibraltar so far tonight. A bit of hassling there on Giancarlos Garcia, allowing Gibraltar to ease the pressure momentarily with a free kick. Gosling to Cipollina, who looks for Kyle Casiaro, who is chasing down every single ball tonight. The work rate of Kyle Casiaro, very, very impressive from him, running the line for Gibraltar.
Another man who's been working timelessly and lots of effort into improving his fitness. He's been showing it today on the pitch, Paul. He's, like you just mentioned, just running up and down, chasing every ball, just providing pressure on the Malta defence, and maybe hoping to frustrate the Malta keeper as well.
And defending from the front, which is so important in games like these when you're not really in control of possession most of the time.
Well, this is where Gibraltar needs to work to try and keep possession of that ball. He's got space, Ryan
Space for Ryan Casiaro. Tries to lay it off for his brother. Doesn't manage to. Of course, ordinarily, Richard, there would be 3 Casiaro brothers playing for Gibraltar. But brother Lee is still in rehab from a pretty serious injury.
He's still trying to recover from that injury. It's been the whole season for him, so it must have been a frustrating season for Lee. He's actually sat beneath us with the fans at the moment watching the game. So he must be dying. Well, he did make a slight appearance for his club, Lincoln, in the Rock Cup final a couple of weeks back. Still no appearance in the Red White Army, so I'm sure that he'll be dying to put that kit back on, and especially in a stadium like this, just make an appearance.
Joseph Cipollina in a bit of a ding-dong there, but eventually Gibraltar emerging with the ball. It's Liam Walker looking for George Cabrera. Tons of space here, well controlled, trying to lay it on for Kyle Casiaro when he may have gone on his own. Perhaps that would have been a better option, trying to be a bit more selfless and lay it on for Kyle Casiaro, but not able to.
Again, maybe the nerves, the inexperience of seeing the defender coming towards you. Tried to lay off the ball to Kyle, but not enough space, and the defender managed to get a toe to it to dispossess Gibraltar once again.
It's back with Gibraltar. Liam Walker to Jake Gosling. He's been hassled. Good close control once again. Very skillful player, Jake Gosling. We didn't know too much about him until last week, but now that we do, I think I speak for many people in saying that we are suitably impressed with Gosling's form since he pulled on the red and white shirt.
This could be a chance here for Kyle, but Jonathan Caruana just getting to the ball first. It is a Gibraltar corner, but yeah, with regards to Jake Gosling, he had a good game on Monday against Estonia. In my opinion, a much better game today. He's been brilliant. He's just another Kyle Casiaro. He's running down every ball. He's chasing everything up, and he's even defending at times when needed. So a really good, solid, all-round performance from Jake Gosling today. And who knows, he might get his second and Gibraltar's second UEFA goal.
Well, hopefully he can create one for now. He's taking this corner. David Artel is up once again for Gibraltar. Cleared away by Malta. And Ryan Casiaro ballooning that ball high and mighty. And George Cabrera trying to get ahead on that. It's back with Malta. Skembri. Back to Brifa. Across the field, and Jack Sargent under pressure. Concedes the corner. Corner from Malta. Ryan Casiaro able to get ahead on that on the near post. It's with Kyle Casiaro, metronomic in his running this evening. Looking for Jake Gosling, equally energetic. Holding the ball up, waiting for support. They did arrive, but not able to find Joseph Cipollina.
Kyle did well to find Jake there, because he did have his back to the player. He just had time, had a little look up, turned his body round and did find the good pass, but Gibraltar back in possession now.
That's Paul Fennick complaining about the free kick given against him. He felt that he was the one who was most aggrieved, but the ball is with Gibraltar. It's a long one looking for Joseph Cipollina on the near side. He can't quite keep the ball in. Borge to Brifa. To Fennick. Good defensive work, once again, from Captain Fantastic, Roy Cipollina. 55 minutes on the clock, Gibraltar 0, Malta 0. We're yet to see a UEFA goal scored in Faro in a Gibraltar match, Richard. It was 0-0 against Slovakia last year, and it is still 0-0 here. So waiting for our first goal at Faro involving Gibraltar.
Well, the chances there today, Paul, it's all about taking the chances that are available. I mean,
Malta controlling possession so far in the second half and keeping hold of the ball pretty well. Mifsud with a challenge there by David Artel. This is Borg.
Mifsud seems to be getting slightly frustrated with the Gibraltar defence. He just can't find a way through.
Defensively very compact, very organised. Gibraltar this evening. Malta have had a couple of sniffs, but nothing too clear-cut. Not so far anyway. Muscat to Fennick. To Skembry. And again, neither team able to really control the ball. Good work from Jack Sargent to George Cabrera. Got Kyle Gassiaro, and not even Usain Bolt could have caught that one.
That was a quick ball, it was very long. But yeah, it was good work again, good passing.
Just that final ball, Richard, you feel, that final ball in the final third, well, evading both teams. So far it's been an ever-present, really, of this game. Neither team able to find quality in the final third.
I think the 4-1-4-1 formation is working very well defensively, but when attacking, that's unfortunate.
Artel losing out here to Briefer. What's he going to do? Tries to lay it onto the far post. And Giancarlos Garcia is able to get ahead on that and deflect the ball away for another Maltese corner. Good defending from Garcia when a chance was begging for Malta. We see the replay here. David Artel caught somewhat unawares in that. Garcia able to head the ball away to safety. Malta corner, 58 minutes in. Joseph Cipollina with another header away. It's brought back in, they're claiming offside. The ball is in the back of the net, but it is offside. That's Andre Ajus finding the net, but it was looked clearly offside. Hopefully get a replay on that.
Yeah, both players clearly offside. We can see here Gibraltar substitution. It is Adam Priestley coming on for George Cabreras. It is George Cabrera coming off. In his place will be Adam Priestley, and Malta also doing a substitution. It's Terence Vela who's coming on in place of Ryan Fennick.
George Cabrera coming off. His first start for Gibraltar at UEFA level. He scored 22 goals this past campaign in all competitions for Lincoln, not finding the net for Gibraltar tonight, but full of energy and full of enterprise, as he always is. Good performance from him, replaced by Adam Priestley, who plays for Farsley AFC in the lower echelons of the English leagues. He's a teacher over in the UK and qualifies for Gibraltar by birth. His father was in the RAF, and he was born in the Royal Naval Hospital in 1991. So a young man, only 23 years old, born in Gibraltar to a dad who was in the RAF.
And of course, Priestley had a very good chance to score Gibraltar's first ever UEFA goal in the game here against Slovakia back in November.
Yeah.
So he'll be hoping to get something similar, a similar chance today.
Yet to score for Gibraltar, and this is fifth UEFA game, and here he is on the ball. Moving forward, looking for Kyle Gassiaro perhaps, but he's slightly outnumbered, moves into the box. Gassiaro left the ball thinking that Liam Walker may just get on the end of it, but he didn't. It's back with Jake Gosling on the near side, finding Liam Walker. Liam Walker, ball into the box, not really aiming too well, not finding anybody. Joseph Cipollina with a shot from distance on his right boot. And it goes out harmlessly wide for a goal kick to Malta, but Warning signs there for Gibraltar there.
Yeah, already proving problematic for the Malta defence there. Adam Priestley just swerved his way between two of the players. He made some space for himself. Unfortunate that play didn't end in a goal, but it was a good start to his game for Adam Priestley.
Yeah, a bright start for Adam Priestley, the man who's been involved in every single UEFA game so far for Gibraltar, a man who Alan Buller clearly admires. Free kick given by the official for that foul on Terence Vela. Scambri with a header, tussling there with Joseph Cipollina. I'm not sure, it's hit the corner flag actually, it's still in play. Volleyed away by Joseph Cipollina.
Joseph doing well to react there.
Good effort from Malta, it's hit the bar, tremendous effort from Roderick Brifa. Jordan Perez completely beaten, ricochets off the bar, and again back to safety for Gibraltar. The closest that either side has come to scoring, tremendous effort from Brifa.
Yeah, left with miles of space. Brifa offside by the near side linesman.
Back on the attack, Malta, but offside, thankfully.
A brilliant chance. He was left with loads of space. He just clipped it on the outside of the boot. And Gibraltar in general, just very lucky that it came off the crossbar.
A collective sigh of relief for all Gibraltar fans, including all those at home, I'm sure. Just praying that the ball didn't dip in time to creep underneath the crossbar. Thankfully it didn't. And the score remains on 62 minutes, 0-0. That's the closest either side has come to scoring. Great effort from Brifa on the volley there. Jordan Perez completely beaten.
Another Malta substitution, Paul. It's Jonathan Caruana coming off and Ryan Camilleri coming on. Just also under half an hour left, Paul, sorry. Still 0-0, but good chances on goal for both in this second half.
This is Borj. Mifsud, the captain. It's got Vela in support. He finds him here on the near side, but he's offside. He's straight offside. Careless there for Malta. Just a quick word about the Maltese coach. He's a man with plenty of experience, an Italian coach who's been coaching in Italy for many, many years. His second spell in charge of the Maltese team. His name is Pietro Ghedin, and he was actually the full Italian national assistant coach between 1996 and 2005, serving under Cesare Maldini, Dino Zoff, Giovanni Trapattoni, and also Marcello Lippi. He left the setup the year before Italy won the World Cup, so a man of vast experience there, Richard. Pietro Ghedin. Ball breaks loose to Kyle Gassiaro, and he finds the net. The volley from Kyle Gassiaro, a man who's led the line so well for Gibraltar this evening, straying loose ball, finding the boot of Kyle Gassiaro, and Gibraltar lead 1-0 here in Faro. They've opened the scoring. A man who deserves the goal more than any other tonight. Kyle Gassiaro scoring is Gibraltar 1, Malta 0.
Yeah, well, brilliant goal for Kyle Gassiaro there. You can see the replay.
Poor clearance from Malta.
It was good work from Adam Priestley on the wing, headed on by Joseph Cipollina. A lovely little tap, just gentle as you like, squeezing it past the keeper and inside the far post. A lovely goal.
He almost caressed it in, stroking the ball in, coming onto a loose ball there. But a chance here for Malta. Terence Vela with a chance to answer straight away. Good pressure there from Joseph Cipollina, allowing Jordan Perez to take a goal kick. As the home fans begin to, well, they've been making noise all evening, making much more now.
They've really woken up now, and especially that the ball's gone into the stands, they're going to love that. Yeah, they were starting to get a bit quiet before that goal, but just woken up once again. I mean, they have been in Faro for most of the day now. It's been a long day for all of us. But a goal, definitely the best way to wake any football fan up.
Tremendous finish from Kyle Gassiero. We were mentioning what a good job he's done today in running the line, and it was only a matter of time before a really good chance came his way. It did, and he took it first time, so well done to him. More importantly, Gibraltar 1-0 up with 25 minutes left on the clock. Missoud chasing this one. Bettis comes in and heads that one away bravely in the end.
He saw that his defenders weren't with the man. He came out, he was brave, and he did what he had to do to redirect that ball away from the player.
Dangerous play, this. Ryan Gassiero playing it to Roy Cipollina, who plays out of defence, keeps his composure. Adam Priestley. Ricochets off Jack Sargent. And it's back with Malta, who are now chasing the game. It's with Jake Gosling. Plays it to Liam Walker. Walker looking to find Gosling down the wing once more, but not managing to.
Liam just claiming he was pushed there by number 4, Stephen Borge.
And it's offside on Andre Skembry. They're straying offside a lot, the Maltese forwards.
And that's one thing that really is frustrating the Malta manager down on the touchline. The last offside before that, when he actually kicked the bottle, and I think it went into the pitch actually, he's been told off by the 4th official. So
bit of petulance there from
something that he's obviously not liking from his players.
Yep. Sargent to Gassiero, not finding a way through. Tremendous finish there, Richard, from Kyle Gassiero.
It was an incredible finish. I mean, the head on from Joseph Cipollina was well placed. He gave Kyle some space.
There's a chance here for Malta, and Missoud is offside again. Either way, saved by Jordan Bettis, but straying offside once again. Although you say if Malta want to carry on playing themselves offside, Richard, the Gibraltar defence will take that all night long. Roy Cipollina with the free kick from deep. Playing it long, looking for the head of Adam Priestley. Finds it, who flicks it on for the goal scorer, Kyle Gassiero. How will he be feeling, Richard?
Ecstatic, I can imagine. And I'm just thinking in the back of my mind, how does Lee Gassiero, his older brother, feel when he's on the... He's probably really happy for his younger brother. And if there's anybody that he wanted to score in today's game, it must have been his younger brother Kyle. So a good day for the Gassiero family, a good day for Gibraltar so far. It's Gibraltar 1, Malta 0 in this 68th minute of the game. Just over 20 minutes to go.
Stephen Borge with a long throw. One of his trademarks, it would seem, for Malta. Not quite so deep this time, and the ball is cleared away by Ryan Gassiero. This is Borge once again, playing it to Briefer. Ryan Gassiero. There's a bit of danger here, but Jordan Bettis is able to clear. Speaking to, I mentioned earlier, spoke to Mick McKelvey, the Lincoln manager, not so long ago, and he reckoned that Kyle Gassiero has all the ability and talent that his older brother Lee does. It's just a question of experience and confidence, but in terms of raw talent and ability, he felt that Kyle was every bit as good as his older brother Lee.
Oh, it's definitely a genetic thing. I never saw their father Harry playing, but the 3 Gassiero brothers are incredibly talented. 3 players in their own right. Lee's a striker. Kyle's more of an attacking winger, in my opinion, and obviously Ryan a vital piece of the Gibraltar defence. So definitely genetics has something to do with the footballing talent of the Gassiero brothers.
That pass slightly astray from Jack Sargent, who came on for Anthony Barden, his teammate, earlier in this game. And it's a free kick for Malta on the near side as they look to equalise in this game. This game being viewed by people in Malta, we understand, who are watching this game online on gbc.gi, as many others are in many places around the world, not least in Gibraltar and the UK as well. Free kick here. Taken by Fire, it's deep, and Jordan Bettis collects tidily and comfortably, allowing Gibraltar to regroup, and he finds Adam Priestley with a throw, although it comes to Giancarlos Garcia, and now to Priestley. Space down the right-hand side, Giancarlos is roaming free. He's not quite able to find him, although he's on the ball now. He's got Liam Walker in support if he turns back. But he wins a free kick in any event, and a chance here for Gibraltar to perhaps get one or two tall defenders forward and try and double their lead. Free kick for Gibraltar on the far side. You can see Roy Cipollina and David Artel as Giancarlos Garcia was bundled over there. David Artel and Roy Cipollina coming forward as they normally do for set pieces.
Just Ryan Gaciaro staying back in case Malta create a quick break after this. But
it's Liam Walker with the free kick for Gibraltar. It's deep, and it's too deep. Sailing over the bar and harmlessly out of play. 18 minutes left. Gibraltar 1, Malta 0 here in Faro. That was the first goal scored in Faro since Gibraltar joined UEFA. Thankfully going to a red shirt, Richard. And this would be an historic win for Gibraltar if they can hold on for 18 more minutes. Their first UEFA win this would be. And what a way to go into the games against Poland and Germany later on this year. But there's still plenty of defending to be done. Joseph Cipollina finding Jake Gosling. Quick feet once again, hassled by Terence Vela. And the number 4 lashing out there, it seemed like. That's Stephen Borge.
Clear yellow card for Stephen Borge. The play had already gone down, and he's taken the boot off. Ryan Gaciaro just showing the linesman the fact that Jake Gosling's lost his boot there.
Dangerous. Stands up. Aggressive. Could have been so much worse. Thankfully, it seems like Jake Gosling looks to be okay. Deserved booking, you'd say, for Stephen Borge. Malta looking to make a change. Number 19 is getting ready to come onto the pitch. It's Sean Bajada, B-A-J-A-D-A. And he's coming on to replace Andre Skembry, who had a golden opportunity to score for Malta in the first half with an unmarked header. Not finding the target, thankfully, for Gibraltar. Anyway, he's coming off. And Sean Bahada is coming on for Malta. Borge for Malta, playing inside to Fennick, who just about holds on to the ball there. Into Mifsud. It's Clayton Falla, unable to keep the ball in play there. Malta, by the way, joined FIFA way back in 1959 and UEFA in 1960. They've been qualifying for, or trying to qualify for the European Championship since way back in 1962. And the World Cup, their first World Cup qualifying campaign, began a long time ago in 1971. So plenty of experience for Malta, in excess of 50 years now. They've never made it to the finals of a major tournament in their history. is with Ryan Gassiaro, trying to find his brother Kyle, the goal scorer. Vela. Back to Vela. Fenech. Cipollina heading away for Gibraltar. Ryan Gassiaro is hassling as he has all game tonight, but a bit too determined, bringing down Terence Vela. It's a free kick for Malta. Fenech. Vela again on Liam Walker, outnumbered 3-1. Loses out, a clash of legs there. That didn't sound too healthy from here. And Ryan Gassiaro is hurt in that challenge with Terence Vela. Bone-crunching tackle there, Richard. Didn't sound too good from here.
Didn't sound very, very healthy. I mean, we hope Ryan's still in some discomfort.
A booking there for Vela late. Could have been nasty. He looks in some pain here, Ryan Gassiaro. He's had a great game so far. The physio and the team doctor coming on. He's grabbing his
I'll be honest with you,
shin.
it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get up anytime soon. So we may see Gibraltar temporarily going down. There goes a stretcher onto the pitch. We may see Gibraltar temporarily going down to 10 men. Having said that, we can see on the touchline that's Alan Buller just talking to Kyle Gassiaro and Jake Gosling, getting a bit of water into the system. Another substitution for Malta.
It's your friend, Richard, Ryan Camilleri, coming on, it looks like, replacing Clayton Faya. And Ryan Gassiaro doesn't look like he'll be taking any further part in this game. He's been placed on a stretcher. This is the volley for Malta earlier in the game when it was still 0-0. Dipped, but not quite enough, thankfully, for Gibraltar. Great effort from Roderick Brifa.
Yeah, you'd think that if that did go in, it may be a completely different ball game right now. We hope this is not too serious. You can hear the applause from the crowds for Ryan Gassiaro. He did look to be in a lot of discomfort, a lot of distress. And I think that's Anthony Hernandez who's starting to warm up. But we hope it's not a long-term injury at all for Ryan Gassiaro. We hope to see him back very soon.
Gibraltar temporarily down to 10 men. For how long, we're not too sure, as long as it takes Alan Buller to make a change. And Adam Priestley content there to give away a goal kick to Malta. Still no movement.
Both Anthony Hernandez
on the bench.
Sorry, Paul. Just both Anthony Hernandez and John Paul Duarte are currently warming up.
Well, Ryan Gassiaro was seemingly in a lot of pain a couple of minutes ago, but the warrior that he is, he's back on the field to do a job for Gibraltar. 12 minutes left on the clock. It is still Gibraltar 1, Malta 0.
Well, my jaws just dropped, Paul. I didn't really think at all that we'd see Ryan come back on the pitch. He seems to have shaked it off, and he seems to be still in a bit of discomfort, but well enough to continue the game for the remaining 10-15 minutes.
That's a trip on Michael Mifsud, but completely unintentional from Roy Cipollina. And a goal kick is given to Gibraltar. Entering the final phases of this game, how Alan Buller and all of Gibraltar would love the scoreline to remain as it is in about 10 or 12 minutes from now.
Well, for those of you watching at home, that loud voice you can hear being very vocal is in fact the Malta manager, as Gibraltar try to break once again.
Jack Sargent playing it to Jake Gosling. Looking for Liam Walker, but Stephen Borge is looking to shepherd that ball out for a goal kick, and does.
Coming up to 10 minutes left now, Paul, and you'd expect or you'd think that Gibraltar would just hold on, try and hold on to the 1-0 win, just close down the defence. But well, Malta in possession now. Just finding it really hard to get that ball up the field at the moment.
Ryan Casiaro to Jake Gosling, to Giancarlo Garcia, to Roy Cipollina. Adam Priestley now, lease of life down the wing. It's 2 against 4 here for Gibraltar. And Priestley unable to pierce the Maltese defence. As Malta chasing the game, committing men forward here.
Sorry, Paul, if I can just interrupt. One thing that we have actually been asking for the past couple of games, I think it's about to happen. Jamie Roberts kitting out, just getting ready to jump into the field of play. It looks like Jamie Roberts is about to finally...
Kyle Casiaro with a chance here, taking advantage of a mistake by Andre Ajus. Not bouncing too kindly, but he has won a free kick. And it's a yellow card for Ajus as well. Tenacious work once again from Kyle Casiaro. The ball not quite bouncing as he wanted it to, but he was there to win a free kick, and a good chance now for Gibraltar to double their lead from a set-piece situation. And a booking as well for the defender.
This is dangerous for Gibraltar. For Malta, this could be a very good chance for Gibraltar to double the lead with less than 10 minutes to go in this game. It looks like it's going to be Liam Walker to take the set piece.
Well, we saw Liam Walker curl one in for his club team, Bnei Yehuda, in the Israeli top division. He curled one in from about 35 yards in about February of this year, earlier this campaign. How we'd love for him to repeat the feat right now and double Gibraltar's lead.
But not before the substitution is made. The goalkeeper is being changed. Jordan Perez is receiving what I assume, we can't see, but what I assume is a standing ovation from the Gibraltar travelling crowd. And Jamie Roberts finally getting his chance to show what he's worth. He's got about 10 minutes to prove himself.
Jamie Rova, who plays for Lynx FC domestically, coming on for Jordan Perez, who, it has to be said, hasn't had too much to do, but what he has done has been very tidy. Liam Walker now with the free kick for Gibraltar. Clears the wall, far post, just wide.
It was inches wide. It's a shame. It was an out-curling, an out-swinger, and the keeper seemed to look like he had it covered.
Yeah. Muscat for Malta. Playing inside to Briefer. To Vela. Over to Fennick. Looking for Borge. And Borge loses the ball, gifting it back to Liam Walker. Gosling. To Cipollina. Trying to find Kyle Casiaro, but nowhere near him in the end. What are Malta going to do in this situation? Mifsud laying it on there for Bahada. This is Camilleri. This is Michael Mifsud, the captain.
Corner conceded by David Artell. I think it was very well defended.
David Artell, who plays for Wrexham, has played for Northampton Town, Port Vale and Crewe Alexandra, also Mansfield Town in the past, so a man of good pedigree. It's a chance for Malta, and it's over the bar, off the head of Sean Bahada. Not troubling Jamie Rova.
It has to be said, Paul, Malta not the best team I've ever seen when it comes to headers. They've had several chances, including from corners on the head, but not made much of it. I don't think they've even got a single header on target, actually.
Good kick out from Jamie Rova. Headed on by Kyle Casiaro. To Liam Walker, to Jack Sargent, who can't quite keep hold of that. Allowing Malta some space on the left. This is Briefer. Trying to find Bahada, unable to. And Garcia gives away a throw-in on the far side for Malta as they look to level things up here in Faro. 5 minutes to go. Gibraltar 1, Malta 0. flick on by Vela, which Rova is able to shepherd out for a goal kick. There we see the replay, and no real danger for Gibraltar. Let's hope it stays that way. Sargent going up for the header. It's with Priestley. There's trying to find Garcia, but the ball does go out of play on the far side. Richard, rearguard action required now from Alan Buller's men. Yeah, just 5 minutes to go until the 90 minutes are up. Malta slightly on the front foot at the moment. They're attacking well. It's good defending from Joseph Cipollina. But yeah, the Gibraltar just needs to try and win the ball off Malta. Just keep possession. If need be, if they see that they're in a bit of nervy situation, just boot the ball forward and make Malta work to get on that goal. This is Borg to Brifa. This is Vela. Back to Brifa. Slightly upping the tempo now, Malta. Yeah, the Gibraltar equal to the task, dogged and tenacious in defence, as they have been all night here in Faro. The referee is just having a quick word with somebody on the Malta bench. He's actually just gone to shake his hand. Shaking hands with, I think, the assistant coach. Perhaps an old friend. A word uttered in anger. Taking that back, shaking hands with the referee, putting that one to bed. Yeah. Ball fired forward. Kyle Gassiaro running this one down. He's going to take the volley on, and he does. Oh, and that's unlucky. Parried by Hogg in the Maltese goal. Another brilliant volley from Gassiaro. He seems to like the ball more in the air than on the floor. He should take up volleyball. Well, you know what? He hit it on target, forced the keeper into a save, and very nearly getting his comeuppance on that. Excellent, another excellent chance from Kyle Gassiaro. It's just a shame that he's on his own up front. He hasn't got a striking partner as such. Had he done so, maybe that could have turned out differently. Gassiaro on the ball, looked to be fouled. He's claiming it, but it's not given by the referee. Jake Gosling with a header away. It's back to Brifa. And again, Gibraltar able to remove the ball from any danger. That was a slightly poor touch from Liam Walker. Didn't expect him to have been able to find Joseph Cipollina, but sending the ball out for a Malta throw in the end. Gibraltar are 2 minutes of normal time away from recording an historic win. Their first UEFA win. What a special moment that would be, but still more work to be done. 2 minutes plus added time remaining in this game. Malta, who are... There's certainly, you can't help but feel, Richard, their coach will bemoan the lack of any real clear-cut chances. The one really good chance they've had was one from distance that hit the bar, which could have gone in. But... Sorry, Paul, just another, what I'm assuming is the last Gibraltar substitution. It's John Paul Duarte coming on for the goal scorer, Kyle Gassiaro. Well, you talk about footballers putting in a shift. Kyle Gassiaro has definitely done that tonight. We were singing his praises even before scoring, and even more so after scoring. He has been the difference, on the score sheet at least, it's between Gibraltar and Malta tonight. It's a reward for him that's been a long time coming. He's deserved it, well, definitely, as far back as from before we came into UEFA, but last performance against Estonia and today have been incredible from Kyle, and I'm glad for him that he's got today's goal. Yellow card here for Joseph Cipollina for a slightly late and dangerous challenge on Roderick Brifa. Giving Malta a chance to commit men forward with 15 seconds of normal time remaining in this game. Borge will take, sorry, not Borge, it's going to be Sean Bahada taking this one for Malta. 5 minutes of added time. It's a header for Malta, and it's saved by Jamie Rova, but it's offside anyway.
Brilliant save, irrelevant of the fact that it was offside. It's a brilliant save from Jamie Rova, and that's exactly the opportunity that we've been wanting for Jamie Rova to prove himself. He's a very talented young goalkeeper, and that's exactly what he can come up with in any sort of situation.
Wouldn't have counted even had it gone in, but even so, Jamie Rova equal to that task. Good on him, the young Lynx goalkeeper. Much is thought of him in domestic leagues, and showing us a glimpse of why there. Jean-Paul Duarte desperate to get in on the action, fouling Andrea Juice in the end. As Malta come forward again, they've got to chase this game now.
But as I said earlier, Paul, they are slightly on the front foot now. They are keeping the possession, they're passing the ball around like they were doing exactly at the very start of the game. Just working the ball, looking for the gap.
That's a foul on Jake Gosling, it looks like, by Stephen Borge. And the home fans who are finding a home away from home here in Faro are singing to the end, absolutely desperate for the referee to blow his whistle, as we are, Richard, as Alan Buller will be, as the players will be as well.
And I'm sure everybody watching in Gibraltar, all those Gibraltar spectators,
in all the bars and in all the homes in Gibraltar,
wherever you may be watching, it's just moments away now. It's still not confirmed, but it's looking very good.
Playing for time here, Gibraltar. Jean-Paul Duarte in the corner. Getting through, finding a way through, but given a free kick, and that's exactly what Gibraltar want at this point. A chance to take the sting out of the situation.
A very well earned free kick in a potentially dangerous position there. A good work from Jean-Paul Duarte. He's only just come on. He's found his feet very quickly. That could be something that may favour Gibraltar, Paul, is the fact that the goalkeeper seems to have the sun in his eyes.
Yeah, yellow card for Paul Fennick for dissent. Still seemingly arguing the point, which isn't really going to do his team any favours when you're 1-0 down in added time of the second half. Gibraltar, you expect them to play for time here. Liam Walker in the corner there alongside Jake Gosling. You'd think they'd just
we can't
prod the ball around and play for time.
We can't see the clock.
Which is exactly what they do, as anyone would do in this situation. Free kick for Malta. But even so, precious seconds tick by as Gibraltar head towards a first UEFA win.
Well, this must be now the last Gibraltar sub. Obviously, just with 2 minutes to go of injury time, just wasting some time. It's Anthony Hernandez who's coming on in place of Giancarlo Garcia, who's had a very good game defensively. He's been working very well. He's just shaking the hand of the referee and
taking the applause of the crowd here at the Faro Stadium.
Anthony Hernandez just raring to get onto that pitch. The fourth official just telling him, hold on, wait till your teammate comes off the pitch before you go on.
Anthony Hernandez, who plays his football for Cádiz in the Spanish League, a young player full of promise. Adam Priestley coming forward, Hernandez in support. Will he choose to use him? No, he doesn't. Priestley goes on his own.
Got a deflection. It's taken easily by the goalkeeper.
Artel controls and gives it to Jake Gosling.
We're just waiting
who finds Jean-Paul Duarte. And it's a throw-in for Gibraltar. More precious time ticking away here.
It's actually a Malta throw-in.
Well, it's gone the other way when it looks so clearly to be a Gibraltar throw-in. Alan Buller remonstrating with the official on that.
I think the referee actually agreed with us, but his near side linesman disagreeing and giving the throw-in in favour of Malta.
Last chance for Malta, you feel. One more attack for Gibraltar to repel. Priestley gets it back and plays down the line, playing it back to the Maltese goalkeeper.
Unnecessary.
And that could well be that.
It's about 30 seconds left in this game.
Gibraltar willing the referee to blow the whistle.
Still
Could be a
time.
chance for Malta here. And Jamie Rova collects and dives on top of the ball, which you would expect him to do at this stage of the game, Richard.
And you expect that to be the end of that, Paul. Very good defending, very clever defending. Roy Cipollina just leaving the ball for his keeper. And Malta again on the ball.
Vela for Malta, being hassled by Ryan Casiaro. Hernandez defending as well. And Hernandez emerges with the ball. He's got Priestley out wide, loses the ball, unfortunately. Malta trying to manufacture something, anything at this stage. Ryan Casiaro battling and winning a free kick. And that could well be that.
Things are getting ugly now.
As players get upset on the far side.
That's Briefer, who's accusing Ryan Casiaro of perhaps studs in the back.
Mediterranean tempers flaring between these two sides in the final moments. As Malta chase the game, they're not happy about this.
But he was clear. Ryan Casiaro was clearly sandwiched there. That is a free kick. Whether he's taken studs to the back after the challenge is a different story. And that
is it. At the 5th time of asking, Gibraltar have recorded their first